The time has come for you to invest. Make sure that we make really fruitful investments throughout as we go. Look, the market is indeed looking very good now for you who are willing to invest in apartments or in buildings in real estate. This is the time because the market is looking really great with houses which must be actually at high prices, but now because there is scarce of money on the market. So if you have the money to go in the market, this is the time you can actually invest right now. Go in the market and invest right now. But look, one thing I want to say, what can we as Africans learn from Norway? That's what I want to know. Because you see, this is a very small country, but it has great potentials. It has great success. And we have to learn from what they have done actually to change the trend from 1960 or 1970s, if you can say that, up to now. Norway has been on a dramatic change. What has made Norway to change so much? And what has made actually our African countries which were colonized before and then were on the right path? Look, for example, Congo was better than Korea in the 1970s, but now if you look at Congo, there is no way you can compare Congo with Korea, or for that matter, any African countries with Korea. So what have we done actually that we have not really learned of, and what could we implement in our learning so that we can actually make good, real investment in our lives, not only in our lives, but of course for those who are around us, so that indeed we can have prosperous times. Because I think there is something which is really not going on with Africans, or with Africa and the African leaders. What? Because we are not willing to learn. There are things we must learn from one another, and learn even from those people that we do not consider. And we are really not learning. What can we learn from Norway? Yes, this is one of the countries which produce more oil and gas, in Europe, and Norway has been supplying, I don't know, 25% of oil to the European Union. And of course, it's getting money from that. And there is oil. Norway is one of the great countries which produce a lot of petrol. But yeah, they have natural resources, which most of the African countries have. So we have more resources than actually Norway. But what makes Norway better? That its population has to gain from what they produce, from their natural resources. Why can't African countries, yes, in this matter, I'm actually concerned in general, all African countries, Nigeria, Congo, whatever you can be, you can name them all. Why is it that we cannot benefit, or the people cannot benefit from their natural resources? Our people are suffering, roads and infrastructure. It's not really, we cannot even speak about that. But actually, if you look, in Norway is one of the cleanest countries in the world. Yes, one of the cleanest countries in the world, and one of the richest countries in the world per capita. And one of the countries whereby their leaders, actually, there is really good organization here. What makes it actually better than any other country? Norway is one of the top 4 countries in the world in terms of resources, in terms of money, in terms of good life. Is it because it has more resources? No, I don't think so. Because most of the African countries that we have, they have more resources than Norway. What makes it better? You tell me. What can we learn? Give me in the comments. What can we learn from Norway? What can we learn from these really countries which have developed? Let's look. What can we learn from one another? What can we learn from Russia, from China, for example? So, look, what can you learn from your neighbor who has been investing himself in real estate where you are? And how can you implement what you've learned from them to actually prosper you yourself? So look at one of the major things that you can see around. Look at the prosperous people in your community. What are they doing and what makes them so to prosper, and how can you implement what they have done to change your own life. Look, we're gonna copy and paste. So on this day, I want you to copy and paste. What is your neighbor doing? What are they doing? Check it out and see, is it something you can do? Is it something you can copy and paste and apply in your own life? So if we can do that on a person basis, I think we can do that on a community basis. I think we can do that in a country basis. So if we can learn from one another, implement what we have learned, then let's see if that can make us as well prosper. Is there something you're thinking of? Give me your comment what you think about this, because I think we have a lot of things to learn as Africans. We have a lot of things to learn as people, which can make us change our way of lives, and which can improve our investments, our way of investment, where you are actually now. There are successful stories that you have heard of, successful people that you have seen. What can you learn from them? And how can you achieve their success in your own business? And how can you achieve their success in your own life? Think, as I always say, we have to think like them and to apply the same strategies as they're applying to make success. Look, there is nothing new on earth. What they have done, you can do also. So the thing is, what is it that they're doing that you yourself can apply? So go and search and see, is there something you can do? Because there are so many great opportunities that we can apply in our life, which people are doing there. You don't need to look for a new idea. There are so many ideas out there which you can actually apply. So come on, go and learn what others have been doing. Thank you for, as I was saying, we are trying to implement what others people have done in their lives that made them so successful, which we can learn to make us successful. So what are other people doing that makes them so successful that we can actually copy and paste in our life and make ourselves successful? So I want you to go and to research in your area. It can be real estate investment, it can be whatever it can be. Learn to do it and apply it in your own life. So that is very important, that you apply what others people have done in their life to actually prosper yourself. Yeah, I was talking about Norway. Norway is one of the richest countries in the world. You know all about it. Yes, but what is it that Norway is doing that our countries are not doing? Or what is it that Norway is applying that we cannot apply to actually make ourselves prosper? So once more again, thank you. Let us look what others are doing. Let us learn from it and let us apply it in our own life. Let's be, in a community or wherever it might be, go and look what others people are doing so that you can apply the same kind of method. Ask them questions if you want. What is it that they're doing to actually succeed? So when you have found that apply it in your own life. So thank you guys for following this. That was just my takeoff for today.